What's up, Giant fans? Peace and love. How y'all doing? Uh, it's been a while. Um, I've been sick. I had the flu real bad for a couple of weeks. Um, Pardon my French. That's my dog barking. Um, but that that shit just kicked my ass. Kratos, sit. Sorry about that. Um, he's growling and barking at the window and all that nonsense. But get back to business. I posted another mock. Uh, I believe this is 4.0. We have the draft coming this upcoming Thursday. So I just wanted to show y'all what I did, why I did it, and you know, try to get y'all feedback, if any, um, on the picks. So let's get to it. So if you see here, um, with the first pick, I took Kelly Ringo, cornerback from Georgia. With our second pick, I took Trenton Simpson. Then I took Luke Weipler, center from Ohio State. Then I took Xavier Hutchinson, wide receiver from Iowa State. Then I took Kobe Turner, defensive lineman from Wake Forest. Then I took KJ Henry, the edge rusher out of Clemson. Then I took Mekhi Gardner, the cornerback from LSU. Then Rashard Torrance, the safety from Florida. Then Sidney Sal. I figure he'll be a swing tackle because I think the Giants are going to move Matt Peart inside to guard. And then I finished up with D. Winters, linebacker from TCU. So if you see the overall ratings, we did pretty good. We got a B plus for Kelly Ringo. Everything else was an A plus until we got to Sidney Sal, which actually Mekhi Garner, which was a B plus, and then Sidney Sal was an A, and then we finished up with D Winters at a B plus. So, um, why Kelly Ringo as our first round pick? Um, Basically because of the size. I'm a size speed guy. Um, Kelly Ringo was 6'2", 210 pounds. I believe he ran a 4.35 40. His footwork needs to be worked on. He's not the complete player. He's not a Deontay Banks or uh, Christian Gonzalez or even a Witherspoon. Um, but he played in the SEC, which was tough competition, and he played against top wide receivers, Kayshon Boutte, um, and others. Jalen Hyatt when Georgia played Tennessee. Um, he got beat on some plays because of his footwork, but he also made some plays. And one thing I like about him is his physicality. Um, he will come up. He will hit you. He's an excellent blitzer off the edge because of his size and his speed at the corner position. Um, then I took Trenton Simpson. You're talking about a flat out baller. You could line him up anywhere. Um, he'll probably be the weak side linebacker for us. We just signed Bobby. his last name I can't really get, a Quirkway or something like that. But he's a tackling machine from Indianapolis. He was paired with Darius Leonard, and they were wreaking havoc. So he's really going to help us tremendously. And then D Winters, I think could be a situational linebacker. Teamed up with Micah McFadden, Darian Beavers coming back. So I think that solidifies the linebacker position. Then I took Luke Weipler. He's a center, which is what we need. And he could flat out play. Bottom line, he could flat out play. He played in the Big Ten. He played against tough competition. When Michigan played, and I'm a Michigan fan, when they played Ohio State, Michigan won the game, but he handled Mozzie Smith, and Mozzie Smith is a load, and he handled them. Mozzie Smith made some plays, and but he basically handled him for the game, Then I took Xavier Hutchinson, wide receiver, Iowa State, for the Cyclones. Why do you ask? Size. You're talking about a guy who's 6'3", almost 6'4", about 220 pounds. We need some size on this team, guys. We can't keep running around with these Smurfs, man. I mean, nothing wrong. Nothing against Zay Flowers or the guy we took last year, Wan'Dale Robinson. We got Sterling Shepard coming back. But these dudes are barely 6 feet tall. We need some size, man. We need to let Daniel Jones throw the ball up and let these guys go get it. Let these guys get these 50-50 jump balls. And I feel Xavier Hutchinson can do that. He's in the mold of an A.J. Brown. I mean, I'm not saying he's A.J. Brown, but he's in that mold, Treylon Burks was in that mold. That's why the Titans traded A.J. Brown. So hopefully we could get lucky with Xavier Hutchinson. Then I took Kobe Turner. Dexter Lawrence, Leo, excellent interior linemen. But we need to get a rotation going. In order for us to be successful, and if you look at the Giants' past history, we were at our best when our defensive linemen were fresh. And Kobe Turner can do that. He can rotate in on obvious passing downs and get pressure on the quarterback. He's about 6'3", almost 300 pounds, a little light, but he's got an excellent rip move. And I feel him paired with Dexter Lawrence and Leo and Azeez Ojulari and Kayvon Thibodeau, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot, especially on situational downs. Then I took KJ Henry, excellent player off the edge. He didn't get enough credit because the Clemson Tigers had Brian Brise, or Brise, however you want to pronounce it. No disrespect. And Miles Murphy. He played alongside them on the defensive line, so he didn't get that much credit. But KJ Henry is a hell of a player. And to get him at pick 172, I feel is a steal. Then I went with Mekhi Gardner, cornerback from LSU. We need some DBs, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen. We need some defensive backs. We need help in the secondary. We answered the starter position with Kelly Ringo. I think he's going to pair up well with Adoree Jackson, but we need some more help. Kadero Flott showed some flashes, but I think Mekhi Garner is going to push him, and I think he's going to be a good dime defender. You know, I think he's going to be a solid player. I don't think he's going to be great or spectacular. I think he's going to make plays. He's going to give up plays, but I think he's going to be good. You know, a good defensive player. Then I went with Rashard Torrance, safety from Florida. As you know, Julian Love left. So we can also put Mekhi Garner in that position as safety. He's 6'2", 210 pounds. So we could put him and pair him with Xavier McKinney, you know. But I took Rashard Torrance. He plays with a violence that you want at that position, a safety. You know, he's not afraid to stick his hat in and make tackles. He's not afraid to make plays. Once again, like Garner, he'll give up a play, but he'll also make a play. And that's what we need. We need playmakers, man. And most importantly, we need guys. Kratos, stop it. We need guys in the secondary that are going to play and that are going to play well. Then I took Sidney Sal. And I feel the Giants are going to use him. I mentioned that before. He'll be a situational tackle, more like a swing tackle, because I think the Matt Peart experiment is over, and I think they're going to wind up kicking him inside to play guard. So I think Sidney Sal will be that rotational swing player, just in case Evan Neal or Andrew Thomas goes down with an injury, and to spell them for a breather. But he won't be a starter, not by a long shot. He'll be more of a situational player. And then we finished up the draft with D Winters, linebacker from TCU, as I mentioned before. This solidifies our defense, in my opinion. The D-line is solid. Linebacking crew is solid. Our secondary is solid. And we also answered the call with a center and a wide receiver. And if we answer that, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be good this season. And we'll be even better than we were last year. But let me know what you think. Leave your like and comments below. Subscribe if you haven't. I love to hear them. Let me know what you think. And I'm going to have another mock draft before the actual draft on Thursday. So that'll be the Tuesday or Wednesday. So look out for that. And by then, until then, peace and love. All right. I'm out.